Hello all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Today we're gonna show you how to stop a drippy leaking faucet. As you can see, this faucet just doesn't want to turn off, and I know it's the cold side for sure. I can just tell by the way it feels. But what we want to do is we're gonna go ahead and change out the valve that's in there, the valve assembly, the hot and cold stem valves. Now you can buy these kits. It's a Pro Value Pack kit at Home Depot, and inside has new valves. Right here, as you can see, a new valve. And then you have what's called seats. And this is a seat, little black rubber doohickey. And you'll also have springs. And those are the three parts that are going to make up this system. There's no sense in replacing the entire faucet at cost. Hiring a plumber, going to buy a new faucet. These things cost, this whole pack costs, I don't even know, $4 or $5, I don't remember, $8 maybe. Here's the springs. Okay, so we're going to get into how to take care of this. We're going to change both of them out, hot and cold. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the sink and we're going to turn off the shut-offs. Here's your shut-off. So we're gonna first, I'm gonna turn off the cold first. I'm gonna see if that actually stops the leak and proves my theory that it's the cold. Okay, cold is off and it stopped. So now I know that cold is the culprit to begin with. But we're gonna change them both out because we're headed, might as well. So I'm gonna turn these off and I'll be right back with you. All right, so now that the water is off, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull the handles off, and it's very simple. Right at the top, you just see that Phillips head screw. You don't want nothing to fall down the drain, so you probably should stick something down there to block it if you're not feeling confident with your abilities. Even when you do feel confident, you can still drop them down there. Trust me, I've done it. So just be careful you don't drop anything down there. Okay, so there's one handle, your left handle, there's your right handle. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, now these are the valves that we were talking about. Here it is right here. They go inside, voila. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take those out. And we're gonna use a wrench to do that. It's just a lockdown nut. It locks this piece right down. Holds it right inside. That actually looks new. Something's wrong. Something's not working right though. We'll check. So now inside there, deeper inside, I don't know if you can see, if you can make it out inside that hole. Right in here is the seat and the spring that sit down inside of another hole. These two pieces right here. Oop, I dropped the spring back in. Now it's tricky, as you can see, to get these pieces out, and I'm using a nice screwdriver as a tool here to catch it, to pull it out. Alright, so we're going to pull these both out. This seat looks like it was just being cut. And that's why it was dripping. Somehow this doesn't look like it was installed properly. I don't know. The person who did it before me obviously didn't know what he was doing. Now we'll go ahead and we'll move to the next piece. I keep the pieces left and right, that way it all goes back the exact same. Here's one. Doohickey madingy. And we're going to pull out the seat spring in here. Okay, look how corroded that is. So basically what happens is this seat sits down inside of that hole that I was talking about, goes inside of a hole. And then this piece right here, which is your valve, goes on and sits on it right there and blocks that hole. Now when you need water and you turn it on, it turns to the open side, and now the water can pass through the valve, pass through here, and enter into your faucet itself. So this is why they call it a seat, because this is basically sitting down on that, and it presses this spring down, so it's a tight little sail inside of there. But that's all corroded now. So we're going to change that all out. Let me toss away everything. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have them both open completely. I got my new seat, my new spring. Okay, now the spring, you want the wider end at the bottom and smaller at the top. Fits right in like that. Now, I don't know if you can see inside there. Again, there's right inside. See that little hole down in there? You can see it. That little hole, this has to fit. This has to fit into that hole. In order for me to do it, what I'll utilize is this screwdriver. I'll be able to put it through here and hold it. And then when I get to the hole, I can kind of like get it right inside where it needs to be. It's a little tricky. Use your finger, they do make a tool for it that comes with these kits. There's a little type of a wrenchy thing that you can use, but it's all the same. I mean, if you're handy, you can do it. You see what I'm up against. Just utilize your tools best you can. And when you push your finger in there, you can actually feel it inside the hole. You can feel that it's sitting in there properly, and you can push down on it and feel the spring in, and know that it's completely in there, all four, all the way down. I mean, all the way around. Now, you do that for both sides. Once you know that you definitely got them inside, now you can move to replacing your valves. Okay, now these are little stoppers here, so you got to make sure that they're placed on the right side, so that when you're turning it on, you want this to come towards you. And this even has a lock in here too, so this is going to end up being put on this way, and I'm going to turn this spindle this direction so it goes on properly here. All right, so it's very simple. You just press them right into place. That's all it is. Put the screw down, put your handle back on, and screw it down. It's really that simple. Okay, so you snug these right up. You don't have to go cranking it on like crazy. You just want to tighten it right up. Put your faucet on. Make sure that you set it so that it will go right to left. Same with this one. Pop your handles on. Put your two screws in, then I'll turn the water back on and then we'll test it. Okay, so the water's back on, no drip. Now, this is an aerator and it has a filter on it. It has a screen. What you have to sometimes watch out for, it didn't happen in this case, but your shutoffs underneath. Sometimes they're old, and when you turn them off and they haven't been touched in so long, the rubber inside that's used to seal when you shut it decays, falls apart, cracks. So when you go and you turn that water back on, whatever's broken on there is going to come off. Whatever black residue sediment is going to follow the line right up, right through here, and it's going to clog. So if you notice when you turn the water back on that you're not getting your normal stream, unscrew your aerator, take it off, pull the pieces apart. Remember how they come apart. There's 2 or 3 pieces maybe inside there. Pull it apart, clean all the debris out of it, put it right back on. No need to panic. However, your shutoff valve may not work after next time you go to this thing, because you just basically proved that the rubber gasketing, the packing inside of there is all deteriorated. So that means plumber, or I make another video of how to do that, which is going down to the basement. You shut the water off to the house, you clear the lines of all water, you open up the shutoff valve, you unscrew it, you repack it, and you put it back together, or just replace it all together. But ladies and gentlemen, another do-it-yourself job done within 30 minutes and cost $8, I think. Have a nice day.